Hello guys, this is the last question for this week. Keep your questions coming and then keep your views coming. Kidding. It's my washing machine telling me to get the clothes out. I know, wait for me. Wait, I'm thirsty. Tastes bad. It's okay. This last question, I'm really shy to talk about it. It's about Philippine hygiene. Okay, Filipino hygiene. I know that some foreigners really get angry, like someone asked me about that. So, I'm not gonna lie about it. Let's start with from the house. Okay. Basically, growing up in my situation, I live at grandma's house and my mom's house. They are not very rich, but they live a comfortable life, and most of my aunts who run the house already went to other countries. And as you know, my grandfather worked for the Americans in Clark, so it was more of like a foreign culture. So I grew up in a house where there's this electric flush, the one with a rod like that. You don't have to touch your ass. And tissues in the house. But moving to my father's house, I have to buy my own tissue, which he finds and my stepmom finds costly and crazy. But at the end, yeah, my dad just told my stepmom it's how my daughter lived. Let it be. So let's go to the point. Filipinos in general, Filipinos are actually hygienic. If you would check our bags, especially your Filipina girls' bags, you're gonna see a lot of like alcohol, sanitizer, like that, tissue for their faces, and such thing like that. And we also take a bath every day before we go somewhere. Sometimes I don't take a bath when it's winter. I take a bath at night, you know, like hot shower or hot bath. So, anyway, but in the Philippines, it's really necessary to take a bath every day. So, because it's hot, especially me, when I was in the Philippines, I take a bath twice a day. When I wake up, before I sleep, because it's so hot, like you're gonna sweat a lot. And it's the only way you can relieve yourself. So most bathrooms in the Philippines don't have what do you call that? Tissue. At my grandma's house, fortunately, they're abundant with tissue. And yeah, we have a guest room actually at grandma's house, but nobody sleeps there because there's a ghost. Seriously, like it's been there for I wasn't born yet. Yeah, no one really sleeps there, but it's the most beautiful bedroom at home because it's a guest room, and then the guest doesn't know there's a ghost, something like that. Superstitions, but really many people, my family, including visitors who slept there, saw the ghost. So I never go there. I never use the bathroom there. You can kill me, I will never do it. So yeah, anyway, most Filipino, you might wonder, yeah, I'll go back to the bathroom. I'm just gonna give some topics and then I'm gonna tell you if it's true or not. Do Filipinos use hair dryers? No, we don't use hair dryers. Some Filipinos get to use hair dryers only when they go to a hair shop. Why? Filipinos find hair dryers expensive. Why? Because hair dryers would cost electricity, and plus if you would buy them, and most Filipinos don't know how to use them, so what do? They just go out with their hair wet, or they use the electric fan. They're gonna do like this and then dry it out. Now that's the good thing. So usually if you don't see a hair dryer, or if your girlfriend or wife doesn't use the hair dryer, don't wonder about it that much, because they feel fresh when their hair is wet. And yeah. Next one. Do Filipinos like to take a bath? Yes, as I've said, we take a bath 2 times a day, some once a day, some even 3 times a day. My little brother, I don't know why, but because he likes to play outside, he likes to take a bath 3 times a day. He stinks. And then, do Filipinos use flush, or do Filipinos have electric flushes, even the one with like a hose? Some do, some don't. And some don't know how to use it. This is a really sad thing. I went to a public school before. Then I really wanted to pee. I went to the, bathroom. Some Filipinos, it's really dirty, but there's a flush and they don't know how to use the flush. I guess unprivileged people, or some people who are still living at poverty, are still, not accustomed to those things. So even if when they have it, because they don't know how to use it, they just don't use it. So yeah, the caretakers really stress out. So in my case, I had to go to Jollibee to pee. Yeah. And then most bathrooms in the Philippines, even public bathrooms, have no tissue. Why? First of all, of course, tissues vary. Filipinos think that tissue is only used when you pee. After you pee, you wipe your But some of them, of course, knows that it's after you poop. Number 2. And then the problem is, I think with those who has businesses, Filipinos, when there's something for free, they would take a lot of it. So mostly these establishments run out of tissues, because some Filipinos would get like a lot of roll and then put it in their bag. So some establishments would, even SM, would spend like a lot of tissue rolls in one day, because many Filipinos are just taking it home. That's why they prefer selling it. That vending machine, small vending machine for tissues. Unlike in Japan, you would see like 5 rolls like that. No one really, it's very convenient. So for those guys who have a Filipino girlfriend, wife, blah blah blah, I think it's much better if you're with her, hanging out with her, going to the mall. Anyway, she's the one who has a bag always. Tell her to bring you some tissue. There's some tissue without the roll. Yeah, in case there's an emergency, you can use it. And then, do Filipinos use their hands when we are eating? Yeah, some still do, especially older generation. My grandma actually likes to use her spoon and fork, but when it comes to fish, she really uses her hand, and she's really good at it. I usually try to copy her, like use my hand, but what happens is my whole hands becomes dirty. A lot of rice, and it becomes nasty. That's why I prefer to use spoon and fork. Now, I guess because I'm not used to it, but the older generations, they're kind of used to it, so it's okay. Especially like my aunts and my mom, but they only eat with their hands when they are eating fish. So because I guess it's hard to remove the bones or something like that. Yeah, so I don't like fish. Anyway, but yes, Filipinos use their hands, not always, occasionally. Now, you might find a lot of, situations wherein you might find a lot of Filipinos on the streets, especially Bajau. Like, sometimes they're doing number 2 on the streets. Sometimes they're sleeping on the streets, eating with their hands like that. You cannot compare all Filipinos with them. You cannot discriminate, because I remembered my boss, my ex-boss before, he was discriminating that situation. I got offended because he said majority of Filipinos are like that. He's talking to a Filipina in front of her, and I told him, you cannot compare one Filipina to another. Like, those people are, yeah, they live in the sea their whole life. So that's why if you notice in SM Fields Avenue, before they have this tissue, now they don't. And then they also stop these people from entering McDonald's because they are sitting on the toilet bowl instead. I mean, stepping on the toilet bowls instead of sitting on them, which becomes unhygienic. So if I were you, when you go to Philippines, always prepare tissue and always prepare hand sanitizer or alcohol in case, you know, you're going somewhere. I mean, that's what you would always see in my bag. Even now I still have that, but I don't really use tissue for the bathroom because it's abundant. But I usually use it for my face because of makeup. Anyway, I hope those informations helped, and if there are other questions regarding the Philippines, Anglicity, or not all the cities, come on, I don't know all of them, I would be glad to help. And I hope everyone would have a nice weekend. And again, I'm sorry for the dates that I turned down. I'm sorry for the I still want to enjoy my life, and yeah, I hope you understand that it's freedom. Anyway, have a nice day, everyone. Thank you for your likes, dislikes, subscription, buying my book, your donations, commenting, suggesting, and thank you for your kind words and for trusting my channel. I'm very, very thankful. I never expected to have about 900 plus in my YouTube videos in a couple of months. It's something that I really never I expected some views, maybe a few views, but I never expected any subscribers. So thank you so much, and have a nice week. And for me, it's gonna be weekend. It's Friday. So TGIF, everyone. Have a nice Friday. Bye.